Hello Sagittarius and welcome to my channel Love It or More. This is going to be your September reading for Sun, Moon and Rising. I am going to be doing it a slightly different way this time around. It's because I had a major energy healing on Saturday with a beautiful lady called Gabby. She's a bit like an angel. I was about to say the word angel. So if any of you are interested, let me know in the comments and I can forward on her details. She does do remote healing as well. Anyway, I tried to do all the YouTube readings. I managed halfway through and it was just too convoluted. My tuning in kind of tendencies or abilities have changed basically, and I'm just kind of climatizing to that. So, slightly different setup today. Right, also apologize, I haven't done the weekly readings for a while. I just had to finish my book. I've been working on it for 2 years, A Guide to Spiritual Awakening and Vocal Channeling. So that's being proofread at the moment, but I had to keep my head down and just get that done. All right, we are going to be doing the sound bowl for one ping. You can join me if you like on an inhalation and exhalation. All right. So, nice deep breath in, Sagittarius, and exhale. Guys, send the masters, Cassandra, Archangel Michael, Source Energy Always. Please protect me in this reading. Please help me to deliver clear guidance, foresight, and advice for the beautiful sign of Sagittarius. All right. I'm going to be using my deck, and we'll probably only just grab one card. Okay. Don't worry. What does Sagittarius need to know, please, for September 2023? You have the Empress. It is a beautiful energy, Sagittarius. Some of you are going to become mothers, or at least have a mothering nature or nurture towards something vulnerable, some innocence this month. For some of you who are working with the environment, if that's kind of the work that you do, I feel like you may be adopting some animals or one animal in particular. Or doing a lot more work in that field, particularly if you are looking for that work, there's a lot to come by. Okay. Now, the Empress traditionally talks about unconditional love, abundance, growth, fertility, divine feminine, being in the receiving end of goodness and glory. Okay. Your emotional body is nice and stable. You've got just the right amount of passion to go with just the right amount of peace and tranquility. Okay? Okay, let's see what I can see. Okay, so for some of you, I mean, we are in Mercury retrograde at the moment now anyway. It does feel like you are going to be in high demand this month, and we're talking romantic wise, right? I think you are oozing sensuality, okay? Sexuality too, but more sensuality this month. And even if you are in a relationship, right, a good solid relationship, I feel like you're going to be turning heads this month. I got this weird sensation about you going about your business or doing your thing and just being in your beautiful vibe, right? And there's someone coming from behind, not in a creepy way, but just very sort of sensual actually, around the neck area. Maybe smelling your scent or wanting to kiss your neck. it may be unwarranted in terms of it's not a creepy way, but it may be someone who is very interested in you, because it makes me feel a little bit ticklish, you know, when someone comes near your ear, your neck. So it may kind of take you by surprise, but not shock. And the reason why you are sort of more attractive this month, the reason why you are attracting a lot more people this month is because you are harnessing the divine feminine energy of love and abundance and endless unconditional love and sensuality and creation and birth and all that good stuff, right? But there's a kind of like sparkle in your eyes which other people are noticing. So really all that is other people recognizing the same qualities within themselves when they see you. It's like sometimes we go through life and we think, oh God, it's all rubbish, and everyone we see, they're just like reflecting back at us like horrible elements about ourselves. So when they come to you, they see this lightness in you, this almost like a moment of wisdom within your eyes, and they are drawn to it like moths to flame. So it's kind of like they're seeing an element of what they want to embody through the embodiment of you, but it has a sense of, it's not like they want to take it out of you, but it's just because they feel recognized by you. So because you're in this beautiful sensual vibe yourself, right, it's like everything you do is blossoming, right, particularly work-wise, particularly within the home front. You're creating stuff, maybe doing some DIY. This is the Venus card, right? Now finally, in the beginning of September, we do have Venus finally going retrograde, which many of us are very excited about because it's been in retrograde it's going direct, okay? So it has been in retrograde for quite a while, and a lot of people have felt a bit stumped in their creativity, okay? And maybe even abundance, their sense of money and worth and all of that. Now it's turning direct, thank goodness. And you're sucking that all up this month, and because it's like everything you're doing this month is so easy, right? You have such an ease with things, with people, with communicating with people, and anything you put your hand to, it's like blossoming into fruition, which is really, really nice, with an element of depth that will go the distance. And so that isn't kind of another reason why people are a bit more attracted to you this month, but it's because it's not that they want what you got, they already have it. They just sometimes, we don't always see it, right? I'm talking about the other people. But because they see it on you, in your eyes, they recognize their own abilities. And this is why they're kind of hovering a bit closer to you this month. So you may be called to put down some boundaries this month as it relates to people's advances towards you and as it relates to people in maybe the workplace who want to add to your workload, okay? Boss figures, colleagues who are trying to say, yeah, but you know, Sagittarius, you're so much better than this than I am. Can't you help me out with this? It's kind of like that, and it's true. It's because you are. It's because you have like a very higher perspective. It's like you've tuned into a higher field, and you are working with that energy, and you are. It's like everything just seems so easy to you, and it is. But when everyone wants that out of you, you can easily become drained, very, very drained, okay? So it's really, really important this month that you put some boundaries down. Now that may be a little bit tricky, okay? Because we've got this really nurturing energy about you, and you want to help serve people, right? but I think you can find a way to serve them by serving themselves, sort of energy. Okay, so boundaries are key. Ironically, boundaries are also going to inform or command more respect. It's one of those strange things. As soon as we say no to people, they want us more. And I'm not just talking relationships here. When you start holding yourself in a very good power because you know your worth and you're connected to your divinity, right? It's trustworthy. And so if you say no, people trust that. And so then they want to come back for more because they know that they respect you. Okay, so there's an element of respect coming on in, and I do feel like it may be a little bit of a challenge this month to enforce boundaries, because I feel like what might happen is you may sort of lightly suggest boundaries, but then you might just have to go back on again and just reinforce something. So it's about people, and it's not their fault, right? Because you are embracing this beautiful, embodying this beautiful energy, which is so lovely, and it can really go the distance. It can put a whole field of daisies into blossom overnight. You know, it's that real lovely energy. But it's going to require you to just maybe say no with love, with compassion, but be very solid about that. Okay. For some of you who are looking to have children, it's a very fertile time for you. Extremely fertile. Okay. What else am I getting? Okay, so again, yeah, very similar family members. So children in particular are going to probably be, if you have any children, they may be a little bit more clingy this month. Even if you have a teenage child who is normally kind of doing their own thing, they may kind of hover a little bit more towards you again, but that's again the kind of boundary vibe. But judge it obviously as you are, as you will. It's compassionate boundaries in relation to understanding where they're coming from, but you do that anyway, so I don't know if that's worth mentioning. Then we've got something to do with air travel as well. Bizarrely, there may be a situation, you may be called upon this month to travel somewhere, air travel somewhere. And what it's really talking about, it's either going to be a family member who needs some help, or it's going to be kind of work related. But it does feel a little bit out the blue, and I think good for you. A change of scene is good for you, absolutely. Because not only does it kind of spread your energy, your beautiful energy, to more people, and more people need your energy, right, this month. But it does feel like an abundant outcome, a fertile, a good outcome, okay? So even if you're helping a family member, they may have connections of something that will help you within your work or a project that you're interested in. And for some of you, you may even be kind of looking to revamp the home, renovate, do some renovations, right, in the home front. And it feels to me that even if right now you think, oh God, well, I can't afford that, you're either going to be gifted with some labor or some resources, and maybe not necessarily in a monetary value, right? So that is very promising for you, particularly if you're selling the house afterwards. Ha 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 ha. So yes, so because the Empress is divine feminine who's receiving, right? When divine masculine goes out and does, divine feminine goes, thank you very much, right? So we always have to learn how to receive, right? If we haven't learned that already, because it's quite difficult sometimes. Humanity are kind of conditioned to believe that, we have to, everything we do, we have to give it out, and I mustn't be selfish, and blah, blah, blah. So a lot of people have to learn this gift of receiving, right? Which is actually a gift in itself. When someone gifts you, to receive is a gift to them, right? So it feels to me that you could, that if you were thinking about doing any sort of home improvements this month would be a very wise one to do it, and to do it in a strategic way that exchanges trade, swapsies, you know, or so say for example you have a friend who's an electrician, but you do bookkeeping, and then you swap trades for you know, a half a day or a day to sort of pay for what it is you want. You see, the divine feminine, she can receive in all forms of abundance, be they gifts, favors, actual money, time, energy, right? So it does seem that it would be a really good month to do it. I've like good timing to do it, and particularly if you're thinking about selling, because it will, you gain a better profit, right? Profit margin. So very profitable month for you. So really nice. I'm going to get an oracle card and see if Spirit has any messages for you. So basically just keep doing what you're doing, Sagittarius, but maybe need to enforce some boundaries. Okay? Okay, what does Sagittarius need to know, please, for their highest good? My feet off the floor. What does Sagittarius need to know, please? Thank you. Star Mother, how can you mother yourself, right? So this is a divine feminine, as we were talking. So we can only really be nurturing with other people when we nurture ourselves. So perhaps even though you're stepping into this power, you're embracing this power this month, you may, because everyone wants a piece of you, you may just need to remember to bring in a bit of self-love as well. Now, I feel like you're already doing it, but we got this mother energy so much. She is covering herself over there, which is the boundaries vibe that I was feeling. I think it's really important, this card is talking about, because you've definitely stepped into this power before in many, you know, different frames of your life, but it feels to me like this time around, when you start to feel the energy and blah blah blah, it feels to me like it's really important that you learn. Now this is going up a level spiritually speaking, right? But learn to not control the energy, but manage it. It feels like it's almost malleable, right? You can really conduct it and command it to your desire. So particularly if someone's trying to grab some of yours, I think it's important to be very aware of that, and how to kind of go, well, you can have a little bit of this energy, but I'm going to keep this for me because I need this for myself as well. All right. A lot of mother vibes coming up. Maybe that family member is a mother figure. Maybe it's wise to, you know, consult your mother or speak to your mother if they're still around, or anyone who would present themselves as a motherly figure to you. But ultimately, this is beautiful. When you're working with this energy, you've got to make sure that you, which is what the Empress does, but can you go even further? Can you go even more nurturing within yourself? Can you go even more self-love, more self-kindness, more self-compassion? Right, so that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. So for some of you, you might know, I am a vocal channeler. I have been doing it for 3 years. I work with Seventh Density Collective, Annika Sanja. They are a collective of 12. I'm going to be doing some, just for fun, see what comes out. I'm going to do a little channeling now for you. If you're weirded out by this, or it spooks you, or you're not a fan, then switch off now. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. For the rest of you, we're going to see what they say. Okay, so I close my eyes, I'll take a few breaths and just open my mouth. The accent is unusual, right? And the way they speak is unusual. So, you know, let's see what happens. All lies within you, we get collect within you. So, Sagittarius, we live within you always. You're violet within us. When you balance your soul, you choose within us also. And you don't know that, but we do. So, you are balancing your soul when you recognize your self-care, yes, and your balance within door connected within you. Talking, yes? So, all of us learn from you now, so you see that we are the same as you, but from different dimensions, different works of life, shall we say, yes? So, you are operating elements of testing and decollecting. Is collecting wise, yes, decorating, yes. So you are enjoying decorating your life this month, yes. As you do so, we learn from it. Yes, we find new ways that you look within your soul. And within this, it is creative and fun. Yes, so you are learning new ways to learn about your light. Your light is a color that connects within you. Yes, you are elevating your soul as you connect within your light. When you harness this balance of choking and elevating within your soul, you trust your love, yes? And within this, we connect. So, you'll see that in this moment of time, you will connect and elevating trust. Yes? Trust. Yes? So, you are elevating now. Yes, you can feel it in your now. Yeah? Yes. So, learn to love this within you. Learn to connect this within you. Learn to harness all light within you. It is there for you. You are learning pathways more and more. And as you find more connectors to extra pathways, you trust your soul more. Yes? So when you trust more, you elevate higher. And when you elevate higher, you connect with all that is. Yes? So you use your soul, all of it, always. But now, at this time, it is elevating to extra sounds. Yes? Extra versions of your soul. You elevate your soul. You can balance more in your heart to overlight. So your heart chakra can connect to deeper levels, yes, and you choose your sound as it approaches you, yes. So what do we mean by this? Your sound approaching you is when your connector to soul, yes, talks through you, yes. So find this within, it is balancing wise within your light. And you use sound also within your work. Yes? So work within sound also. It is wise, you are learning more and more, and it connects within always. We see you, you are learning all of it, we are there with you always. Elevate your soul and elevate your light. Elevate. Yes. Okay. Sagittarius, I hope that made sense. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a beautiful month and I'll see you next time. Take care.